Esther and welcome to Minden's. Minden's are nutritious, delicious meals you can make in minutes using 5 ingredients or less. And today's Minden is pot roast. Now that the weather has turned to fall, what a perfect time to use your crock pot. If you don't have one, I suggest you run out and get one immediately. In fact, Amazon will deliver one right to your door. So what we did today, first, what you want to do with your pot roast is you want to get your cast iron out. We used our cast iron in our steak Minden, which you can catch on YouTube. And you want to brown both sides of the meat. I used a little bit of olive oil spray in my cast iron and I already browned it. Reason being, when this sizzles, the sound is so loud that you wouldn't be able to hear me talk. And since we're live, unedited, unscripted, I want you to be able to hear me. So here's a picture of the pot roast. And it's already seasoned, so you really don't have to add much to this pot roast. And I've made it so many times, and this recipe is so easy, it's perfect for fall. So then what you're going to do is, the crock pot is ready, heated, and I have it on high, so I'm going to make this for 6 hours today. If you want, all it takes is a few minutes prep time in the morning. If you put it in at 8 o'clock in the morning, set it on low, 6 o'clock your dinner's ready. It doesn't get easier than that. So I'm going to spray my crock pot with some olive oil spray that I use pretty much for everything. I'm going to take the diced onions. This is our second ingredient. Our first is our pot roast. And I'm putting the whole thing of diced onions on the bottom of my crock pot. Very easy. Once you've browned your meat on both sides, you're just going to take your meat and place it right over the onions. Then, you have a whole meal out of this. You're going to take a whole little bag of potatoes. I like to get the multicolored potatoes. Put that right over. You're going to take your whole bag of cute little multicolored carrots and put that right over. Add that into your crock pot. You don't have to stir it. You don't have to do anything. It's going to cook by itself. I use a whole jar of this fat-free balsamic vinegar dressing. That's your 5th ingredient. I'm going to pour it over the whole thing. You can hear it starting to sizzle. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. We're going to add pepper. Now this beef is already seasoned, so it's got some great flavoring to it already. The salt and pepper just, I've made this so many times that I know it needs a little bit. We're going to forget about it, and in 6 hours or 10 hours, if you cook it on low, it's going to be ready. And I'm going to show you a picture on my website, which is www.mindens.com, of what the finished product looks like. You can serve it directly from your crock pot to save up mess up time, and this is it. Normally, we like to cook everything in one pan to save you some cleanup time. But it is a real important step to brown the meat first in the cast iron, and that gives you a nice sear on both sides. This meat will fall apart. It's going to become a favorite, and it's so easy. So once again, thank you for joining me on Minden's. You can catch us every Monday on YouTube. You can like us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook. And on Saturdays, I post the shopping list so that you can cook along right beside me. And Mindens.com is where you'll find all that information, www.mindens.com. Subscribe to my YouTube and tell your friends. And thank you again for joining us.